day. This whole town could be red by the end of the day. If you feel alright, we could throw it and drive. With the radio world so loud they can hear us from miles. Let the good times roll.
Alright, we're coming up to the Clay Island trailhead parking area. We're just going to do a quick little walk around of Clay Island. Probably going to have to get back home before too long. Alright, so we are entering Clay Island trailhead. So this is southwest, I'm gonna guess, take a look at the map here, of southwest side of Lake Apopka. Oh, maybe I'm wrong, because it still says North Shore. So, wait. We are here. Okay, so that's north. So we're on the northwest side. These are the different points here. So the loop's about 2.3 miles. And you can walk all the way around. Magnolia Park's over there. So this is the pump house where we were earlier. But there's no facilities or anything out here. Oh, sorry, you're all tangled up. Hold on. Come here. And the thing about out here, same as the rest of Lake Apopka trails, it's just all sun. So we're not gonna be out here long. Excuse me. We're not gonna be out here too terribly long. Just gonna kind of get an idea of what it looks like. But same premise is that there's these berms or levees that you can drive along. This portion they don't allow vehicles, not regular vehicles, only work vehicles. This way. So this is LA for Lake Apopka Loop Trail. Ranch Road, which Ranch Road was one of the roads we came in on, so yes, but you can see the Green Mountain Trailhead. It's 3 miles that way. Pump House, which you could go to, which is where we were, is 10.3 miles that way. And then Magnolia Park is 14.3 miles that way. So, I mean, you could do it all if you really wanted to. But this is a big loop around, which I've done before a couple times, 2 or 3 times. We're not going to do that today. We're just not really prepared for it. I didn't bring a water bladder or anything. I brought water, but not one on my back. Not a backpack, which you need out here. Especially, like I said, there's no shade. There's a portion Over there you can see the trees where for maybe a mile or two it is shade, but otherwise the rest of it is just like this. And again, you're walking along this berm road that they've created with water on either side of you here, and that direction there's water on either side. As you get towards the end, it'll curve to the left, and there's water on either side. Some points there's only water on one side, but it gets to be a little bit more marshy or more wooded, but typically, and it's kind of overgrown along the shore right now, but you'll be walking along here and you can certainly see plenty of alligators. The challenge here that I've encountered a couple times is, like back when we were driving on the Lake Apopka wildlife drive, the gators would be laying on the side of the road, which is fine. You're in your car, no big deal. Here, you'd be walking along, particularly on that stretch over there, and you won't know until you're just right up on one. And there's been a couple times where I've literally, been 20 feet away, and there's a big 8-foot gator just chilling on the side of the road. Allergies are bad. A little dry throat this morning, but there's a big boy right over there hanging out. The size of that thistle. Did you know that thistle is edible? I haven't tested the theory, but I've heard that. So we'll march down here a little bit, and then we'll head over to the Green Mountain overlook, because that's kind of neat. We'll see what's going on with these birds up here. That's what I'm talking about right there. We just walked up on that gator. Of course I wasn't recording, but they're they're skittish. I mean, he spooked me, that's for sure. And then when he went into the water there, created a commotion. Here's another one coming up. There's two right here. See, this is the kind of concern that I'm talking about, what you can't see. So there's one right there. We're not going to get too close. We're not going to pass these guys. Well, the likelihood is very high that they'll want to scurry off into the water. I do have Sawyer, and gators have been known to take dogs. But there's one right there, and one right there. And that guy's looking perky. But see, he's going. He's turning back. He's going to go into the water. But it's like this all out here. And we're just not gonna provoke them. Another gator hanging out over there. I mean, this place is just teeming with gators everywhere, and big ones. The thing is there's nothing out here to stop them, or they're the king of the hill out here. So they just get huge. They have all this space, and it's great because this is land that'll never be developed. At least I don't believe it will ever be developed. It should never be developed, but great habitat. All kinds of beautiful flowers. So again, we're coming back up on, so we turned around and we're going back toward the parking area, but this road here is the one that would take you. So Lake Apopka itself is that way. If we took the loop around, it can't be just 2.3 miles. I have to go back and look at that again. I've done it on all trails and recorded it and everything else, but see, the thing is, this is what the walk's like for a long way. And when you're walking out in the sun like this for a mile or 2 or 3 or whatever it is, it's long. It seems to take forever. Nothing out here but singing birds and sunshine and alligators and nature. So the scenery is very much the same. I guess the excitement's on the other leg, where you go around a corner or come around a bush or come up on a gator, and well, I guess it's a form of excitement. It's not my favorite. It is a little startling, I will say, just because you're not really prepared for it, and you don't know what they're going to do. As you saw, most of the time they turn around, but they can run fast. And I'm not trying to test any theories, but lots of power lines running out here. There are 2 observation towers out here, 2 or 3. I've been to 2 of them. One's on Lake Apopka, like that direction, and the ones, you can actually see it from here, up there on the left, just kind of overlooking the flatland area there. And there's some trails you can walk along. I've seen some snakes and things out here too. But we're gonna scooch along, and we'll go to the Green Mountain overlook next. Kind of do a little completion of the Lake Apopka North Shore project. Alrighty, so we are out of the car here at the Green Mountain overlook and Lake Apopka trailhead. Still part of the North Shore. They have a restroom facility over there. Despite the cars, it's really quite peaceful. There doesn't seem to be a lot of people. I'm thinking maybe some of those cars parked up front based off of what they were looking like, meaning they had like hard hats and stuff in them. May have been some construction workers working down the road. But nice little pavilion here. Oh, squirrelies. Sawyer, here's the squirrelies. Okay. Let's keep going. They got a dog waste station, which is good. Wonder if the trail's closed. No, the trail goes that way. It says caution, surface may be hot. This is the overlook. Nobody on it. That's one way you get down to the trail. The trail goes up that way. Well, it looks like you take stairs down to the trail too. It's a little wet in some places, a little slippery. Green Mountain overlook. We're not going down there right now. These trees have gotten kind of tall. Imagine they weren't quite this tall when this was built. Probably could have seen a little bit more. Walk funny and carefully. This is a little wet. Alright, we're gonna go down the stairs. Slowly, Sawyer. Good boy. Good boy. Yep, go slow. Go slow. Wait for me. Looks like they're doing some sort of construction down here. Not exactly sure what. But looks like we go this way. I'd hope it's trail improvements. You know, I'm gonna walk for a little bit. This is a winding trail. It's going down downhill. So Green Mountain is not really a mountain, but this particular part of Florida, Lake County, specifically we're in Montverde, it's actually pretty hilly. Let's see what this says. Lake Apopka through the years. Horsefly. Large population of Native Americans. There's the pump house. Saw that. Yeah, so this is the observation deck overlooking the Lake Apopka Trail back when it was built. Should put some bug spray on. Getting nailed by a horsefly or two. So this mile marker here says 17. Just to put it in perspective, it's 17 miles to Magnolia Park. So when we were at the pump house, that was 4 miles. So we were 4 miles from Magnolia Park. So at this point, we were 13 miles from the pump house. And previously when we were at Clay Island, we were 10.3 miles from the pump house. Or 14.3 miles. Is that right? Was it 8.3 or 10.3? Anyhow, I'll have to go back and look at the signs. So, doing basic math, I would say that we're approximately 2.7 miles from, 2.8 miles from where we were on Clay Island. Yeah, it looks like they are doing some work here. So if we were hiking Clay Island, now here are the signs here. So this, I guess, is the official start of Lake Apopka Loop Trail. That gate closes there. So Clay Island Trailhead, which is where we parked last time, 3.1 miles. Pump House 13.3, Magnolia Park 17.3. So there you go. I mean, the thing about the Lake Apopka Trail, 17 miles, 17.3 miles, whatever it is, it's hard-packed road like this the entire way. Now, despite what you might think, it's actually much easier on your feet, your body, your joints, your legs, and everything to walk on hard-packed, provided you have good quality shoes, than it is on soft. Soft and uneven terrain, you know, causes your joints to experience more strain and potentially even enroll a joint. You know, like yesterday when I was hiking out at, not really hiking, but walking around out at Tosahatchee, we went down the one road, and that's what happened. My foot caught a rut the wrong way, and had I not been wearing my hiking boots, I would have full-on rolled or sprained my ankle. So I recommend hiking boots because they give you that ankle support. They lace all the way up over the ankle and they'll protect your ankle. I learned that lesson the hard way. Years ago, one of my first hikes out by myself, just wearing regular sneakers, and did just that. Rolled my ankle, hit the ground, fell hard. Had him with me, not attached to me at the time, just on a handheld leash. It was kind of scary, you know, you hit the ground, you don't expect that to happen, and let go of the leash and he's free, and now your foot hurts like heck. And you're gonna be able to get up. But yeah, obviously I got up and carried on, but it wasn't too long thereafter I went and bought myself some hiking boots. At least on this trail there's shade. Otherwise it'd be really hot already. Even though it's probably only like 75.